Welcome to My Honest View Reviews. Straight to the point, no nonsense. This has all been paid for with my own money. Today we are kicking off our first core mechanical upgrades right here on our table. Our range baseline proved that the factory action needs improvement to reduce bolt bounce. Today we are dropping in our first 5 upgrades to fix the trigger mechanics and to tame the blowback energy. The Macon Deadblow buffer and enhanced power Sprinco blue spring will add weight to help tame the bolt. We will add a flat face DPMS trigger to get a crisper, clean pull compared to the factory one. To finish it off, we will put on K&S anti-roll pins to protect our receiver and trigger from the harsh blowback and violence of a 9mm bolt, and for preference, a Magpul Mo K2 grip. Let's get into it. We are starting with the Recoil management system. The factory configuration allows for bolt bounce. We are swapping it out with a Macon Deadblow buffer, which uses sliding internal weights to eliminate bolt bounce entirely. We are pairing that with the Sprinco blue enhanced power chrome silicone spring to slow down that violent rearward bolt velocity. I'm painting it with a light coat of Slip 2000 Extreme Weapons grease onto the spring coils to ensure quiet, smooth compression inside the tube. Now we've already gotten the spring changed out with the old ones removed, and now we're going to be moving on to our next part. Remember that some aftermarket components have distinct manufacturer installation recommendations, and I highly suggest you look up and follow these specs for your specific receiver. I'll be torquing these to 9 inch-pounds. The K&S people, they recommend not to exceed 11 pounds. A lot of people say 8 pounds. I went somewhere in between. So we're going to get into this now. Okay, now we finally swapped out the trigger. As you can see, we've got it swapped. We've got our K&S anti-rotation pins in. They've been locked down to 9 pounds. We did hit a flaw, so when I was changing this out, the trigger is really tight, and because of the safety on it, I just couldn't get it to go underneath the safety. So to be able to get the trigger on, I removed the Magpul. So what we're going to do now is I wanted to replace this one. Main reason why is there is just a very slight angle to this one to that one. And I like the way this one feels better. And of course it has the locking piece inside where you can put batteries and whatever else you want. So that's my plan. Luckily, most of everything I've had, like the K&S and the Magpul, all came with Loctite on them, so I don't have to worry about adding my own. It's already there. Don't forget we have a little detent pin, and we got a spring that's in the handle. You do not want to lose any of those because those are important, because without them your safety selector won't work. So we're going to get started on this. Just remember that you know, with a Magpul, they usually want you to go to about 25 inch-pounds to 30, so I'm going to do 25. That's going to be where I am at. Like I said, everybody has their own way of doing things. Look it up on your own, see which ones you want to deal with. All right, let's get into it. All right, so now I'm going to change this. So that's 10 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be 20 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're set at 25 pounds, which is what I want to be at. We're going to switch out that one. I'm going to put in a long one so that I can actually reach all the way up in. I'm going to take the spring. All right, so besides that little snag, I actually had to go back, re-loosen these, and put the safety selector back in. That was my bad. I forget that there is like a small groove piece on the safety selector. If I had been able to, when I remove it, you can turn it this way, brings up the flat spot. Flat spot allowed me to slide it back in, so I had to get that in first. Now we're gonna, our first 5 core upgrades are officially installed and functional. Yes, I struggled a little bit here and there with them, but overall they had a really good, crisp feel to it. I definitely like the trigger pull. It's very bare minimum. I mean, glass break style. So there's just a big difference. In our next video, we'll handle the external ergonomics and show you how to properly time our new muzzle device using a precision shim kit. Don't forget that because of the platform safety rules, the physical tool installation had to be trimmed for certain channels. If you want to see the raw, unedited, step-by-step workbench installation, showing every pin tap and the armorer's block work and, my mess-ups and figuring it out and, going back and forth with it. If you want to see all that, go to My Honest View Reviews on Rumble, and I'll see you next time.